Hello, 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 and welcome to Beyond Love Talks. If you didn't catch us the first time out, we are an extension of Love Talks on our Love Beyond Facebook page, and we definitely recommend that you go follow us on Facebook.
Yes.
Follow us on Facebook. We really hope you enjoyed the first one. We hope you enjoyed this one. My name is Katrishka King. I am the creative director for Love Beyond.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go around. I'm going to go to my left. And if you would please just introduce yourself. Let us know what your name is and what you do with Love Beyond.
Okay. Hey, I'm Ray. I am the treasurer for Love Beyond.
Yay.
Woo-hoo.
Yay.
I feel like
On track.
We need the applause. Is it in there?
Yeah. Oh, I just supposed
Yes,
to go?
yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Well, I am Jaquita. I am the CEO and founder of Love Beyond.
And I'm Sonia. I am the secretary. Once again, I have to help them remember what they have committed to doing, and trust me,
Oh.
I'm like in overtime. But go ahead.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, because I'm going to get on her now.
Right.
Because Madam Secretary forgot we were supposed to record last
Exactly.
night.
Now,
Oh no,
Yeah.
y'all! I put
No.
it out there.
she said, I forgot. that we
Did
was-
she not
okay.
say,
I really
I thought it was tomorrow?
Right.
And I had just talked about it. But
See?
I didn't have my trusted book in front of me, so that's my
Such a
excuse.
secretary.
That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it.
I'm trying to tell you.
Such a
Lord
secretary.
have mercy.
It's the company I keep. Y'all forget. So what's going to happen? It's going to dwindle down, and trickle down, and guess what? I start forgetting.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so if you guys did
no.
tune in last time, you know the way Sonya took over. And we indefinitely named the podcast Beyond Sonya Talk.
And again, there's no contract or monetary discussions been happening, but we're going to get there.
So that means we can't legally change the name.
Right.
We have the treasurer, so I'm just going to talk to her after.
Okay.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
And that is a joke. We're not getting paid, so. And it's all
Not yet.
fun.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Knock wood.
Well, I would keep my definitely keep my contract in my purse, just in case y'all call me out the blue.
And that'll be
Pull up.
something that she forget.
Yeah,
You
the
already know.
The whole purse.
The whole purse left behind. All right. So today, what we want to talk about, the name of this today is Petty Stall. And what we are talking about is the way that we can put people on pedestals, and they actually, because of their pedestal that we put them on, that they didn't necessarily deserve, we've actually stalled our own growth because we're looking at how great they are, how wonderful they are, and then they fall, and we're like, oh my God, I'm lost.
Our world
What
has
do I
ended.
do?
Yes.
It ain't even about them anymore. It's about us. Oh
Exactly.
My God, we're gonna make it. Yeah.
Yes.
Because we've been too focused on making sure that they were high up, we're not taking care of ourselves. So I don't even know where to start, y'all.
Ugh.
Because I feel like there's a lot that we could look into. There's a lot of things that are like impactful that are happening right now.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so let's okay. This might be a little controversial. This is not a black topic. If we look back to January 6th,
Okay.
when Trump was contesting the nomination, and the insurrectionists went into the Capitol building and raised a bunch of hell,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All because they're holding this man to a higher regard than he actually deserves.
Correct.
A pedestal that he put himself on.
He put himself on.
I
Oh,
really
100%.
He didn't even give you a chance to do it.
He
put
did.
himself
Yeah.
there.
He
He
didn't.
put himself
But
on his
at the
own.
same
Yeah.
time, all of those people still had him in the place
Yes.
that he put
Yes.
himself.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
they went and acted a fool.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
they ended up in federal prisons.
Right.
He ain't going,
No.
even though he incited the riot.
Yes.
You're right.
He ain't going.
You're right.
They are. Everybody, every single one of those people has to pay the piper now. We got
That is
people
true.
after that who killed themselves because of it.
Yes.
Child, come on now.
Yes. Following one man
One man.
Hitler.
that
Oh.
has put himself on a pedestal.
Undeserving.
The kind of control and power that that one man has.
Not only that, they believed
Everything
before
that
he
said.
even got there. They
Yeah.
believed in
Oh,
what
yeah.
he was,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
representing. They
Yeah.
believed in it,
Mm-hmm.
and so here he comes, an angel in disguise to them. You know, somebody holy. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was already. He knew. I think he knew where to go. You know,
yeah.
He knew
Yeah.
who to
Yeah.
entice or whatever, and they just fell into his. You know what is
Yeah.
Pit of
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah.
And what's surprising to me is even after all of that happened, there's still people who are diehard for him.
Yes.
People of color
Oh God.
who are diehard for him. And it shocks me to my core. I'm like, he don't like you though,
At
right?
all.
Mhm.
At all.
He don't like
you know,
you.
'cause they had a who was that? Was that Steve Harvey that went to the court?
Yeah, he went to
to the courthouse, Lord,
the-
to the White House. And then Kanye went.
Mhm.
You know, and I don't know anybody else that just like up there, but they gave them hell for going. You
Mhm.
know,
Yes.
the black community
Mhm.
did.
Yeah.
And then I heard Steve Harvey was talking about it. He was like it wasn't like that or whatever.
No, he's trying to
Yeah.
regain his
Mhm.
followers that have decided to not follow him because of the decision that he made
Mhm.
to follow somebody else that's on a pedestal.
Mhm.
Well, I thought he had fell off when he mispronounced the name. At the.
Oh,
Yeah,
at that
at
pageant.
And he
Yeah.
probably still trying to get some of them back,
Oh, my Lord.
But
That
but
was-
yeah.
That's a whole nother story.
That
Yeah,
is
don't
a
nobody, don't nobody watch Steve Harvey no more.
Right.
But
Yeah, I mean you were talking about
yeah,
that.
I don't.
But
yeah.
I think he's one that Trump is one that actually put himself up there and on that pedestal, and he just was
Mhm.
lucky enough to just find not just a group. I mean, like a lot
Mhm.
Yeah.
of people that believe what he believed
Mhm.
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
still do, even
Yeah.
after everything that happened, the injuries and stuff.
Mhm.
They still believe like he's not at fault.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like you said, he enticed it.
Mhm.
Enticed it like he threw the rock and hit his
Yep.
head.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah.
Absolutely.
But it's not just him. It's just people in our families, that we put on
Mhm.
pedestals and
Mhm.
our
People in the
jobs and our
community,
churches and
people in the community,
Yeah.
like you really.
And if you what helps you let them put them on pedestal because you follow them on Facebook and they have the ideal life and blah blah blah.
Right.
Oh my God.
Facebook
Right.
lives,
Oh, man.
yeah.
People, and that's something that you said.
Mhm.
People on social media
Mhm.
make life look good.
They really do.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And we sit here and we follow them and we like, oh my God, I can't wait till I get to that statue. I do it myself.
You want what they have.
Yeah, I find myself doing it myself and I'm like, wait, hold up.
Mhm.
I can't, my path ain't the same as their
Mhm.
path.
Mhm.
But we do it all the time where we really do put people on pedestals. For why?
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, for why?
Yeah. And then we start feeling sorry for ourselves because we can't get what they got
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
everything that glitters ain't gold. You don't know what that person went through in their personal life
Exactly.
or
what
how
they're-
much is actually true.
Yeah,
That's
what
true.
they're going through.
Yeah.
What they're going through.
Because people gonna only post the good things on social media.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
They're not gonna post the bad.
They're not.
But they're looking for what you got going on negative in your
Okay.
life, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they can drag you, so they can have something to say about it. Because a lot of people want to find the negative in stuff to help them feel better about
Right.
what they feel
Yeah.
is lacking in their
I
lives.
Right.
said misery loves company.
It
yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It absolutely does. Yeah.
I mean, we brought up, the social media thing. I know a little while back, the pastor Mike Todd allegedly, we can't say allegedly because we saw it, where he spat
Spit in
on
his
his
hand.
brothers.
Yes.
Yes. And I know a lot of people, he's one of the ones that people do put on a pedestal
Yeah.
because he came from, Mr. Jakes or whatever. But he's one of the ones that people put on a pedestal. But then when that happened, they were like, oh, like,
Yeah.
they were so crushed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, he did do a bad example.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very good preacher and does a lot of illusions and illustrations. I like that. But when he did that, he made one mistake, public mistake, and people was like done with
Yeah.
him.
With them completely.
Done
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was like a great example of putting people on pedestals, and then when they fall, you're completely done with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Give him some grace.
Right.
Like
Give
you
him
would
some
want.
grace.
Like
Exactly.
You want
Right.
forgiveness.
100%.
Yeah.
Right.
100%. Because we can't just we can't put people in this box and say you can't step out of this box.
Right.
And then when they step out of the box, your whole world is crushed
Yes.
because you was the box.
Yes.
And you have to remember that when you was building that box, putting all them 4 corners on that box, before they stepped up, they were human.
That part.
Yes.
They were
That
human.
part.
Yes.
100%.
They wasn't a superhero.
Right.
There wasn't no Spider-Man and
Yes.
Superman and all that
Exactly.
stuff. They were human.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
You know, we just have to remember because we want forgiveness
Mhm.
for whatever we do,
Mhm.
and the bad or whatever. You know, you go
Right.
to God first and you ask for forgiveness. But you know, a lot of times people say, "Well, God knows my heart, and I apologize." But deep down, you want forgiveness from your brothers and sisters too.
Absolutely.
You want to,
Yes. Yes.
You know what? Okay, speaking of forgiveness, what made me sad about that situation was when he actually went live on Instagram and apologized for the just not thinking it all the way through.
Yeah.
Right.
For making a bad choice in that
Yeah.
moment. And so many people were like, that wasn't an apology. And this, what
Yeah.
did you want him to do?
Yes, I remember.
What were you expecting for him to do? This is one time that this man made an illustration on stage and everybody was disgusted by it. It's not like spit is spit and it's
Right.
nasty. Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
It's not like he stripped this man down nude and made him run around the church and do all kind of crazy stuff.
You're
This
right.
is just, he spit in his hand, he wiped it on the man's face, and then he apologized. And y'all said that's not good enough.
Right.
So this is something that just happened spontaneously. It wasn't planned.
It was
It was
planned.
planned,
planned.
and it was his brother.
And he talked to
Doesn't
him
matter.
about it.
Right, and he
before,
talked to him
apparently.
about it.
He told him he was going to spit, and I'm going to spit in my hand. I'm going to wipe it on you.
From our understanding, that's what he
From
said.
understanding, that's what he said.
Yeah. It's nasty.
Yeah. It's nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's nasty.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. Because
But-
if you had to come to me and tell me this is what I want to do and I want you to be on board, I'm going to spit in my hand.
It's a
And
no
then
for
what
me,
you gonna
though.
do with it?
Yeah.
It's a no.
Yeah.
You finna wipe it on yourself because
Right.
you ain't finna wipe it on me.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna wipe
But
it on
you
my
know, I-
face.
I'm just wondering if how long has he been preaching? It's just like I know he's had other things that happened that had a negative response and stuff. This was just right here, even in the thought before you even took it to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, what was the illustration that y'all even? Did it just show the part where he did it? Did it go into the illustration part of it?
It
How
did
led up to
show.
that?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but he was talking about. It was directly related to a scripture, and it was an illustration of something that Jesus had done. So it was. It was shocking, and everybody knew it was coming. And I was like, "Please don't wipe this on
Right.
this man."
Please don't do
I know. I
it.
wish he would have used like some kind of gel or
Yes.
something
Water.
that would have looked gel, something that would have
Yes.
looked like spit
Yes.
instead of you actually.
And I mean, it was a loogie.
It was a very,
Yes,
like
he
he
hopped
hopped
it.
it.
Yeah.
like,
He
it
hopped
was
it.
just nasty.
Yeah.
Like, that
There's
was
a lot
just
of
a lot.
things that I missed, and I'd be so glad.
Yeah.
Child, yes.
Yes,
And then it was
yeah.
like dripping
It
off
was
the
just-
man's face.
Oh,
It was.
yeah.
And he was just standing there.
And
Yes,
he was
just
yes.
stood there.
He was taking it for the team because I promise you, it was.
Oh.
That'd have been the
lot.
day that my mama would have called a
Yeah,
family
me
meeting.
and my sister would have been. We would have had to fight.
Man,
that one.
exactly.
So he was a real one.
Oh my god!
And I brought that up because I say that he did that because of the platform that he had.
Mm-hmm.
He's been on a pedestal so long
Mhm.
that he didn't see that illustration
Yes.
was
Yes.
not a good
Yep.
example.
That's a good. Yeah, that's good.
He has been on this pedestal so long, and he's great.
He is.
I'm not gonna knock it. He's a great illustrator.
Yeah.
But I think it was a bad choice because of the pedestal that he's on.
And I'm a firm believer that things happen for a reason. It might have been time for him to
Humble
Be
himself.
humbled.
and come off.
Mm-hmm.
And God, I just truly believe God will just make circumstances and situations happen,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to get your attention. I hate that it had to happen, you know, but it did.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
I just,
Sad.
I mean, you know.
that's one thing I'm glad I missed, yeah.
Okay.
That was
Yeah.
one I sent to
Yeah.
you.
And I didn't watch it.
Right.
It's probably in them other videos.
Yeah, that you don't
She
watch.
said, did I show you the video? Girl, let me go see 9
No.
million videos from Jaquita.
That she don't even watch.
Let me look at the last one, because that's what she's talking about.
Right.
But I don't know. I do know that I've put in somebody on a pedestal,
Uh-huh.
and wow, they're not what I thought they were.
Uh-huh.
Really not.
Yeah.
And it took. I had to see it, you know. And
Yeah.
I understand we all have flaws, you know. It's just, and I didn't want to go here, but we was talking about that guy, what's his name, Pastor Mike, whatever.
Pastor Mike Todd.
You know, and we do that. We put our ministers and our pastors and
Mm-hmm.
stuff on pedestals, and I think it's because, you know, we feel like they're closer to God,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where we're trying to go, get to,
Mm-hmm.
and we want to go through them, through their word, through their ministries or whatever. Again, I say, but they're human,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not looking at that. I
Yeah.
didn't, you know. I'm thinking if God called you, you're supposed to be like right up there next to Him on that pedestal, you know.
Right.
Mhm.
And I had to realize, hey, He's just as human as
Yeah.
they are, just as human as I am.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
They're gonna have their flaws. They're gonna say things that, you know. I'm thinking to be a man of God that you just shouldn't say, you know. But then, who am I? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I can't,
Right.
you know. I
Yeah.
can't judge what you say because God might just put that in you.
Yeah.
Then it might not. But
Yeah.
you know, then that is just your human part. But I know I've put a couple people up there.
Yeah.
Me too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Me too.
I have.
Yeah.
Now I haven't. I don't think it's a lot. Now I might want to throw them away. You know. But what I do is I just step away.
Yeah.
I just step away and I just evaluate and I
Mhm.
just distance what I don't like. What I think you're saying, like stunting your growth or whatever.
Mhm.
That's what I do. I step back. I'm not gonna disrespect them, but I'm weary. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When you give me a scripture, I have to go now. I have to go and look for
Yeah.
myself. Where in the
Mhm.
beginning I might not. I just took
You
your
just
word on.
believe, yeah.
Yeah. Now I have to go and look. Oh yeah, he said it right. You know,
Yeah.
he might have
Mhm.
used another. It might not have been King James. He might have,
Yeah.
but the words were there.
Right.
Right.
You know, before I was just so comfortable. I believe what you told me.
Mm-hmm.
And again, things happen for a reason.
Mhm.
That helped me to get to what is helping me to get to where I need to be
Mm-hmm.
in my faith or whatever. God used him, used his, you know, his what is the word?
Platform.
Yeah, yeah, to make me see
Mm-hmm.
that I got the word there for you. You can
Mhm.
read it for yourself. You can listen to me. You can believe him, but I want you to go and search it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if it takes me just reading that scripture or that chapter over and over, I went to read a scripture, and it was good. I done read the whole chapter. I was like, oh, I'm reading the Bible, you know.
Yeah.
you know, and so then, you know, I just say, well, Lord, thank you, because it took that right there to happen for me to read this chapter, you know. And
Yeah.
so, but yeah, I know for definitely I have put people on
Mhm.
pedestals that now I look back did not need to be there.
Right. Yeah.
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 So,
I've done that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. What were we
So I
gonna
was
say?
gonna say, like, so for like personal people that you have put on a pedestal, and they turn out not to be what you thought they were. How do you maneuver that? I know you said you step away.
I step back. Mhm.
Yeah.
You step away. You step
I
away.
step away completely or block them.
Mhm.
Try to just kind of wean myself away from them slowly.
And I guess it's easy. I guess to do that is out like mine's is more like spiritual, like in the church stuff, you know, and because I love where I was and stuff like that, you know,
Mhm.
I didn't like step away. I stepped back. You know how they say with the long handle spoon or whatever.
Yeah.
I stepped back because it's a lot of messages and stuff that. Oh man, I was like, did I tell him my business? You know, and I'm saying there's
Right.
nobody but God because I had not.
Mhm.
Now I didn't like step away, distance myself from him. I stepped away enough so I can grow,
Mm-hmm.
but still receive that word because the word is awesome.
Yeah.
And then it got me on more than one occasion to actually go open up my Bible, not my phone, but my Bible and read.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I didn't distance him. Then I had to realize what I said earlier. He's human just like I am.
Mm-hmm.
Now somebody might have me on a pedestal, and deservingly so, because I'm just a, never mind.
Jesus.
But anyway,
She said
So,
deservingly
if I
so.
fall, I want y'all to remember it. Well, Sonya
Right.
is human.
Right.
And y'all catch me because my knees are bad and I don't need to fall all the way down. Just help me. But all jokes aside. But somebody really somewhere, they might be looking up to us.
Yeah.
And we're
Wait,
talking,
right.
yeah. So you want to be mindful. You're like,
Yeah.
like I got a great niece. She is my heart, and she wants to be with me all the time. So it's a lot of things. They say I have her saying a lot of stuff, but I really don't.
She's
She's grown.
Okay.
Hush. That's another. We're gonna do another topic. But you want to be mindful of what you say, how you act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you never know who's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
It's true.
You never know.
Yeah.
Even with
You're right.
Well Beyond, we out. We go out and what is our focus? Domestic violence and their families and stuff.
Mhm.
I just say, I'm thinking, well, there's a way that we need to carry ourselves.
Mhm.
Because somebody could be looking at us. We don't know they're looking.
Mm-hmm.
They're just watching, and then but what they see might draw them to us
Mhm.
to get the help that they need.
Or
So
push
we have
them
to
away.
be or push them away.
Mhm.
And that's what it is with leaderships in the church and stuff. You have to be. I think you have to be mindful. I'm not
Absolutely.
saying not be human, but God put you in that position for a reason to draw His children to what unto Him.
Yeah.
So you have a job, you have a title, but I'm not saying you can't drink when you go out. If you want do whatever if you want to stay at home and get drunk, that's you.
Mhm.
But when you step out and different people see you,
Yeah.
then that little light that was shining so bright, it starts to dim.
Mhm.
Rightfully, whether it's right or wrong, But yeah, this is not the song.
I was just about to say.
I'm not going to say
Thank you
anything
so
for this.
much for listening to Beyond Sonia Talk.
I'm sorry. And I had said
No,
in the
you're
beginning, I
fine.
said, I'm not saying
She
anything.
did,
I talked last
and we
time.
knew she was lying.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, so the next question, I ain't going to say none.
Yeah,
Just don't make it a good
all
one.
right,
Well, I have to
all
go
right.
raise my hand. Okay?
Okay.
But what about you, Chiquita?
You see how she
play
did
all
that?
She play all day.
I want to hear from Ray, though. I
Yeah.
haven't heard much from her at all.
Ray ain't got nothing to say.
I'm not
Go
gonna
ahead.
say
She said it's coming.
But I think
We just
like,
don't
for
keep
us-
having her so she can
Yeah.
get warmed
And she
up.
has more to say. She's
I already know.
She's really shy.
I know.
Yeah.
It's okay. She's one of those behind the scenes people that keep you solid.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with being in. We talked about that too. Working in the background.
Man.
in the background.
I love
Thank
the
you
background.
for being in the room.
Yes. Yes. Listen. But that I just feel like, so if you have a person that you've placed on a pedestal and they have done something, and I know you said it earlier, you don't pick up your phone. I think for us as black people, when we see somebody fall, that's the first thing that we do is gossip.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And try to bring more light on that person. They fail, y'all, what we do it a lot. You see your boy, you see your girl, you see they on the news, you see them in
And
the
we
social
sharing
media.
it. Oh, we just sharing too.
Yes.
Guilty.
Yeah.
I just share it.
Guilty.
Yeah, guilty.
Yes.
I just share on Facebook because I don't know how to share on Instagram and stuff. Will you teach me?
No,
Oh my
absolutely
gosh.
not.
You probably don't
No,
need that.
No.
You see everything on there.
I wish I could tell y'all a story about what she did one time, but we don't have to. We're not gonna.
Oh,
See, that
man,
pedestal
you
that I
can't
put you
do
on.
that. You can't
I put her on
open
the
it up.
pedestal. She done fell off. She done fell off.
Okay.
I ain't gonna pick her up. Stay down there.
So we was talking about something,
Mm-hmm.
and she thought she was commenting in our inbox, and she actually commented on the post of what we was talking about. Yeah, that's why you can't put it.
Ain't get no
Anyway,
whooping though.
Could she delete it or no?
she didn't know how to. I think her daughter finally did it.
Ooh, it was probably too late though.
Oh,
And then one time, oh Jesus, ooh, girl, me and what you call a cell phone things? Anyway, we just don't make.
Cell phone
Once,
thing.
listen,
Social media.
A girl that went to school with my kids. She spoke. She said, "Hey, Miss Witt, I miss you." And all of that. I wrote back, "Hi, ho." I said, "Jess, how do I get this out?" She said, "I don't know. I don't know how to get it out." I was like crying. Because that auto thing, it did that whole stuff. Because the girl was not a hoe. I said, "How?" It hit send like.
So fast.
Oh, I was crying. I was texting her. I did the inbox thing, No, I don't think you're there. Jazz is going to delete it. Jazz sitting over there talking about some, I ain't even moving to come and delete the stuff. And then when she walked over, she walked in so nonchalant, like, I could have just threw the phone at her. But, it
Oh
just,
my God.
Yes, so I'd be real careful. Before I hit send, I'd be
reading it 3
4
times.
times.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm with her. And she
Man.
catches all my mistakes.
Man. So, on today's episode of putting Sonya on a pedestal and she fell off.
I jumped off on that one, y'all. Nobody pushed me. I jumped like completely off.
Head first.
I was so embarrassed. And then I went to a restaurant like a couple of years ago, and she was there, and I was like, it happened. Like it just
Mortified.
She came and she gave me a hug and stuff. She ain't thought about it, but it was me. I was like, oh Jesus.
Oh Lord.
Saying like I was saying, hello, sweetie. Yeah, but now I watch everything, but I look at everything.
Man, oh
Before
man, we
I
could
said-
go on and on about that because I've done some
Yeah.
dumb
That was my
stuff
story
before.
of jumping off the pedestal.
Lord have mercy.
What about you?
Well, I also have had, I've had an experience of putting someone on a pedestal that didn't deserve to be there. It was someone I was in a relationship with. And it was one of those things where I started to put his needs before my own because
Yes.
I had him up on that pedestal.
Yes.
And it was like I started losing myself.
Yeah.
So when the relationship came to an end, I felt completely
Lost.
empty
Yeah.
and
Yes.
lost.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yes.
I was like, okay, yeah, look, note to self,
Never
we're not
do it
doing
again.
that again.
Never
Yeah.
again. Never
Because
again.
that took me years to heal from.
Wow.
Years.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not about to go into any new relationship the way I am right now.
Yeah.
Because I know that's not healthy. I'm going to end up taking it out on somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Whoever that was just made it bad for somebody else. We was talking about that too.
Yeah.
We had a whole lot of conversations.
Yeah.
But
They would have if I hadn't made the decision to heal from
Yeah.
it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's good.
Yeah. It can take you off your
Man.
game if you let it.
Especially if you're pouring into someone and you're pouring and you're pouring and pouring, and then at the end your well's just dry.
Exactly.
Yes.
And you find yourself pouring into different places here. My friend's calling me. This person's calling me. My relationship. And then once you leave that relationship, it's just done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Ray, ladies and gentlemen.
Where's the clapping thing? Yeah, I knew she would open up.
Woohoo!
But I wonder, do people know that we've
Put them on a pedestal.
put them on a pedestal?
Mm-mm.
Because that's something that we do on our own.
Uh-huh. Well, not
I find that-
always.
Yeah.
Not
Some
always.
people, I feel
Yeah.
like they know.
They want to
should
be
Especially
there.
when you're
Yep.
saying,
That's true.
you
1,000%.
both said how you pour and pour and pour into somebody. You
Yeah.
give them what you're not even giving yourself. You know what I'm saying? They know. They have to know if it's. They know something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, so this is the point of, are you using me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And then it
Yes.
comes down to like they wanted me to change this. This wasn't good enough. That's
Oh,
not good
God.
enough. Blah 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 blah
Oh,
blah.
my
And it's like, well, where do you change?
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Maybe you need to
Right.
add a little more compromise to this relationship.
Yes.
So that I'm not the only one focused on changing, because now it's breaking down my self-esteem. And I know what I got.
Right.
I know what I bring to the table.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
It's crazy. Because then
You
you
said
start
that.
second guessing yourself and how you're
Yes.
moving and what you do, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. What were you about to say, Sonya?
Because the example that you gave us took us back to our very first podcast. We have, we're not telling them. We have to, we don't
Yeah.
tell them.
Teaching
You know,
people how to
yeah,
treat you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that goes back to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wonder why when the relationship ends, why am I so broken? You can just walk away.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you hurt?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you not care?
Because well, you know what? Let's hope he did. or she did, but they wasn't given as much
Right.
as you were given.
They're
So
not
they're
measured.
not. Yeah, yeah.
So they don't feel as broken. Yeah,
I know
it's
that's something
true.
like when you go through stuff, you just wonder,
Mm-hmm.
do you hurt like I hurt?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It make you wonder.
Definitely.
Because I'm sitting here struggling, can't sleep, can't eat. My friends sick of me talking about the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
you
I
wanna
go to
be
look
there.
at you.
You want to, you know.
Yeah, and I go look at you
They
and
wanna
your
be there
thing.
for you.
And you
You
having a
living
life of
like-
your
Yeah.
you living
Yeah.
your life.
Best life.
And I'm just like, wait a minute. I put you on a pedestal that
Mhm.
you didn't need to be on.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gave you some stuff that you didn't need.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Give
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And whether you address it or not, you're teaching them how to treat you.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you keep your mouth closed and you let them treat
Run
you any
over
kind of
you.
way, you're
Because
Talk
the first
to
thing they're
teaching
going
them
to
that
say
way.
is, how was I supposed to know that
Right.
you felt like
Right.
this?
Right.
How do I supposed to
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're in your mind, you're like, how would you think that the way you're treating me is okay?
Well, then another thing, too,
Yeah.
you don't want to come off as just being nagging because you're thinking,
I'm gonna run them
I'm
away.
going to run them away.
Right.
I'm going to run them away. And then I'm going to be by myself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is, I'll treat them how you treat them how to treat you, part 3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it all just flows together.
Yeah. It does. Whoo, child. Whoo, buddy. All right, what else y'all got? Any more?
I don't know. Let me see. I don't put nobody on the pedestal at the grocery store or nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Why the grocery store? Why you?
I need some groceries.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Then I hate to go get them.
I hate going to get groceries too.
And then you order, this is a whole different, never mind.
It
Yeah.
is. We could go down a whole
Yeah,
rabbit
but
hole
you-
on
what they
that.
want
So
you
Next
to
topic is pick up
Let's
orders.
just not
Yeah.
How they never have what you want.
Never.
Oh, we took that off the menu.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
why is it still on there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Man.
can still order it. You should still make it. Well, I mean, I think we good. Y'all got anything else you want to throw in now?
No, I don't. It was very interesting. I liked it. I liked it. Yeah.
This was a good topic.
Very.
Nice.
Very good.
Well, we want to thank you very much once again for joining us. And make sure you connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, Love Beyond and Love Beyond All, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And we also have a YouTube channel, Love
Yes.
Beyond. Is it all or
I think it might
I
be
always
all.
forget.
Yeah.
I always forget the
Me
YouTube.
And I don't have my book with me, so I can't correct them. So I'm just going to be silent.
I feel like the
Like,
secretary should just
share,
know
Follow.
all
Yeah.
that.
All
Yeah.
of it.
Yes.
Yes.
Invite.
Share, yes.
We got
share.
shirts.
Yeah, we got merchandise.
We have any more books?
No more books, but no more physical books in stock. But you can get our books from Amazon, and we will make sure that we link that. But you can follow us on Facebook, and you can see all that stuff.
Absolutely.
And we have a
Please follow
website
us,
as
yes.
well.
Like, follow, share.
All
But
of those things.
hey, events coming up. What do we have coming up?
There's
I know.
a cycling event.
Yes.
Our
Yes.
fundraiser. We have 2 fundraisers.
Our double good?
Coming
Is it double
in.
good?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So, if you're following us, especially on Facebook and Instagram, you most definitely will see all the links to all our upcoming events and fundraisers that we have going on. We have 2 major fundraisers. Everybody likes popcorn, so we're doing the popcorn double good fundraiser. We're trying to meet a goal. And I hope that you guys can help us meet this goal. Last year we did it, and it was amazing. We made some good money. So this year we're trying to double that. Also, we're having Break the Cycle event. Break the Cycle event is going to be October the 15th. And if you're here locally in Huntsville, it's going to be at the Aldrich Creek Greenway. We're going to line up at 9 o'clock. Break the cycle. If you ride bikes, if you walk, if you run, jog, whatever you want to do, we're going to take time out and break the cycle. And that link is going to also be it's already on Facebook, I believe. I think we posted it last night. So we're just trying to get the word out about domestic violence and how to teach people how to love themselves beyond any situation. And so that's what this podcast is helping us do.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. You all have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is that you are listening in. And we will talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.